Hey, good morning, everybody. Woo. How are you? Happy Wednesday. Just setting up my two lives here with Facebook and Instagram to say hi to all of you. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. I'm Ann Margaret. For those of you who are new to joining me, it's a pleasure to meet those of you who are new. And I have what's called Raise the Vibration. It is a commitment to raise vibration not only within ourselves, but also our families, our friends, our communities, our country, and the world. So thanks for joining. This morning, I wanted to talk because we have a new moon this morning, or tonight, and into the next day in Leo. So I'm not an astrologer by any means, and I can definitely refer you to some great ones. I'll put them in the notes because I think that's really fascinating. But I wanted to share with you this new beginning that's happening in Leo, the sign of Leo. I'm a Leo. I've got tons of friends who are Leos. I know my buddy Melissa Trentadue in New York City, and her baby girl, Emma Sue, just celebrated birthday yesterday. One of my favorite, my number 2 mama, celebrated her birthday yesterday. So lots of fun Leo birthdays, just these extraordinary characters in my life who I adore, and I know I'm leaving all my other Leos out, so I'm so sorry, but you know who you are. I wanted to share with you this morning a little visualization that we could do all around a new beginning of connecting more so with purpose. My dear friend Ali Danker and I just co-led a horse and yoga retreat about an hour north of New York City. And so we had Colleen, you're a Leo too. Oh my gosh, what's up, Kez? Thank you guys for joining, by the way. So we just co-led a horse and yoga retreat about an hour north of New York City. And usually when I'm choosing themes or even workshops and connecting with class themes for yoga classes I'm teaching or whatever, usually I just choose these in a very intuitive way. I don't really look at the stars, or I don't look at different things that are happening socially. It's just more of a direct connection with source energy, with God energy, and intuiting it. And so it was very interesting, I'll say interesting for lack of any better word to use, that Ali and I chose reflection, or focusing on giving and getting versus serving and receiving, and those differences for the retreat this past weekend, because with this, the new moon in Leo is now pointing to all kinds of energies of purpose, of fire, of drive, of motivation. Though all of us have Leo in our chart, so it's not just our friends who are born under this Leo sign. But when you if you're not even into astrology and you think that's like super woo-woo, who cares? We all have energies, the planets have energies, and we go through cycles also together, collectively and individually, that have cyclical natures. So if you think about this time right now in the heat of summer, this energy of this third chakra is this connection to our fire in our life, our motivation, our drive, our ego. And the sign of Leo is ruled by the sun. So when we think of the strong rays of the sun and the light of this beautiful star that helps our plants to grow and really continues life. If we didn't have the sun, we'd be pretty lost as a planet. So when you're thinking about the sun in your own life and this energy of the sun, what is it that you bring light to? What aspects of your life shine in different ways into different circles of people, into different efforts in your life? And when we look at that, then we can connect with the energies that are happening now. For those of you who are like, look, astrology is too woo-woo for me, it's okay. I've been there as well. So let's go ahead and just do a visualization this morning, or whenever you're watching this. Please feel free to comment. Please connect with the Raise the Vibration page too. I'll share this on that page just to follow any future visualizations or any updates that we do, okay? If you do have a pencil and paper with you, grab that. We're gonna get started in just a moment. And you know I'm a lover of essential oils, so go ahead and grab your wild orange, your vetiver, and your patchouli. And I used to not be able to stand patchouli, and those of you who are students of mine who have taken my teacher trainings know why. I have a lot of fire naturally in my own makeup, and patchouli oil, even though it's very, very popular in more of the esoteric circles and that kind of thing, I couldn't stand patchouli because Patchouli actually stimulates the fire in that third chakra. So it stimulates the motivation, it stimulates the drive. And anybody who knows me personally and even through these videos knows that I have no problem with drive. I have no problem with motivation. I've always had that fire. What I do struggle with is why I married an earth sign, is grounding, is being able to slow down, is being able to let go of that super intense driving energy. So, but as I've grown and developed as a person, I actually like patchouli now. It's not too bad because I find more balance in that chakra. So once again, hopefully I've given you just a little time to grab some paper, a pen, and then wild orange, vetiver, and patchouli. I use doTERRA oils. They're super awesome. They're the best in the world as far as my research. But if you don't have that and you just want to grab some other kind of oil, go ahead and do that. Just be mindful. Don't put it directly on your skin because I can't vouch for all of them, but these ones you can place directly on your skin. So we're going to integrate this into the visualization today. All right, I'm so excited. Okay, so we have all the focus now on what we're creating, what we're bringing life to, what we're bringing light to. This is a great time as well over the next 4 weeks to focus on our purpose, pleasure, because we have a lot of joy in the endings of summer, but we also have influences of Venus type of energy as well. And with this new moon being in Leo, in Leo, the lion, we think about Leo energy like the star, the one who's on stage. And we don't mean just like literal stage like performers, although a lot of famous performers are Leos. We think about the stage of our life, like being on the stage of your life. What are you bringing forth in this path that you're walking in your life? Like, what is your purpose? What is your gift to the world? And we were focusing a lot on that this past weekend on this retreat, is what is your offering? What is your service to the world? Rather than what are you just giving, expecting a return for, how are you serving the world and in its own unique way? Leo also is an energy of royalty, which is how are we relating to ourselves and honoring our own gifts in the most confident, self-assured, respectful way. Respect is really big with this Leo energy too, because we need to honor the gifts that we've been given, and however you relate to that God or source energy is completely up to you. But the gifts that we've been given, how we've developed our own crafts, how we've been given opportunities, and it's really about honoring those aspects too. So with also those of you who know about Mercury being retrograde, it's about to go direct, which is awesome. So tonight, this new moon in Leo happens late in the day. I think it's 11 o'clock New York time, 8 o'clock LA time, and then in Europe and the rest of the world, it's tomorrow morning. So it's August 1st. So we're about to start a new month. So I think all of you have pens and papers now. We'll get started with our visualization and just be able to integrate this. So have your oils ready. If you want to just take the caps off of them, get them ready, have your paper ready as well. Let's go ahead and start the visualization. So start in a comfortable position. And I know I said that a lot, a comfortable position, but we want to make sure that the heart is lifted, the crown of the head is lengthened upward to create space in our spine. And it's not always comfortable to sit like this, right? But you feel a lot of work in your back. But if you can translate the work or the efforting into feeling the strength of the back body represents everything that's come before this moment. So the past, everything that you overcome, that's added to the strength that you have as a human. Everything that you've overcome that has not killed you makes you stronger. We know that saying very well. So as you sit upright, it doesn't mean you're just relaxing and restrain or relaxing and what's the word I'm trying to use? Reclined, but in sitting in an upright way, it's not necessarily a comfortable, relaxed position, but it's an upright, ready position where we're feeling the strength of our back body, of everything that's come before this moment in this time. All right, so if your eyes aren't closed, please close them. And let's connect with this present moment through breathing in and out of your nose. Hearing the sounds around you, hearing the sound of my voice as I'm leading you through the visualization. Feeling the ribs expand as you're taking these deep breaths and readying yourself to be receptive to being guided this morning or whenever you are checking in. And being in that meditative mindset, you might need to open your eyes to grab your orange oil, but put a couple drops of your orange on your hand and rub it on your lower belly. Orange is a beautiful, uplifting oil. Take a couple breaths in. And it's really connected to our sense of playfulness. And this Leo energy in the new moon today is related to playfulness, that inner childlike energy of pleasure and fun-loving energy, which we feel a lot in the summertime. So we're placing it on the lower belly. This is the center or the chakra point, energetic point of our inner child, our creativity, our pleasure center. So that's why we placed it there. And just keep your hand on that lower belly and begin to visualize the color of orange radiating in the lower belly in the hip area. As you bring to mind something that you absolutely love to do, like something that if money wasn't an option, you would do this all the time. Something that involves other people rather than just taking a break from life on a beach. Yes, we feel like that's a very desirous thing because we need to balance out the work that we're doing that doesn't uplift us, that is not impassioned. So if money were an option for a livelihood, how you would bring something into the world, your own unique gift, what would that be? Just think about that, what it would look like. And if you struggle with that motivation or that drive of bringing your ideas into the world, that you have like you know what you kind of want to do, but you can't really get motivated. I want you to grab your patchouli and put a couple drops on your fingers and place it on your solar plexus. So right in this area on the skin, if it is doTERRA. Rubbing it on that fire center of the third chakra, and then place your other hand over there. So you've got one hand on the low belly, the other hand on the solar plexus. And if instead you don't suffer from motivation, but it's more of a groundedness of staying focused and realizing those goals in the here and now, grounding that fire rather than letting that fire kind of burn you out. Those of you who suffer from burnout, grab your vetiver and put instead that oil on your solar plexus. And once you've got that, just place one hand over the belly, one hand over the solar plexus. And you can even breathe in that oil, bringing your fingers up to your nose. Letting that go into the olfactory, in the center of the brain, beginning to ripple through the entire body. Doing great, everybody. And in connecting, those of you who are just joining us, those of you connecting with this purpose of this new moon in Leo, of this energy of creativity and being the star in your own life, connecting with your true purpose. Close your eyes, connecting here. We are visualizing, if money didn't matter, what would you do? What would you give as your offering to the world? What would be your work? There's a beautiful quote that says, the masters who are, the ones who are masters in the art of living, make little distinction between their work and their play. Their labor, their leisure. They leave others to decide what they're doing because to them they're always doing both. So as you're just connecting with closed eyes to yourself, to your particular connection to purpose and work, if money had nothing to do with the picture, keep visualizing how you would be in the world, what you would see yourself doing. And now in this visualization, feel yourself backstage. Some of you who are performers have been in this situation quite literally several times, but backstage with closed curtains in front of you. And those of you who have seen a show or a ballet, you know that really an exciting moment is when those curtains are about to pop and to open, and then the show is about to begin. So now imagine, if you've always been in the audience, you're backstage, you're standing behind that curtain, and that all of your fans, all of the supporters in your life are out in that audience. All of the people that you see yourself impacting in the world, giving in your own unique way with connection to this purpose, are out in front of you, out in that audience, and those curtains are about to open. Feel the excitement in your life. You are fully capable. Feel the confidence of that Leo energy in your body, knowing your gifts, that you are right where you need to be. Your entire life has prepared you for this moment. You do not need to be anything other than exactly the way that you are in your own unique offering to the world. And you're standing there, feet grounded, legs grounded, soft knees, so that you feel that connection with that earth energy. It's dark backstage, all the lights are still down, curtain closed. And you feel your heart beating with excitement. Yes, nervousness. I've heard a great quote one time that nerves are just unexpressed excitement. So feel that excitement in your body, feel that excitement in your mind, in your heart. And now in this visualization, as you're standing behind that curtain, as it starts to open, the first rays of light begin to hit your face, hit your body. You open your eyes, and it's so blinding, that light, like the rays of the sun as those curtains open, that what you see before you, the people in the audience, your supporters, those people you're making a difference with day to day, doing what you love to do, can't even stay in their seats, that they rise up and begin just clapping from you being there, who you are in the world. It doesn't matter what it is right now. We're visualizing for what we're stepping into the future. Right now, visualizing that future. They get on their feet, they're applauding you. Thank you so much for what you've brought to the world. You feel that acknowledgement. Take it in, breathe it in. Let it go through your entire body. And you just feel the tears begin to trickle down your cheeks, because you're right where you need to be. You're so in alignment with your soul's purpose. Breathe it in, feeling so much gratitude for being you at this moment in your life, having listened to your soul's path, your heart's guidance, the longing within you to let go of all of the paths of shoulds or the projections of how you should exist in the world. Just letting all of that fall behind you and feeling the strength of this moment of stepping into that true purpose. And as they begin and they calm down and you ask them to sit down because the show's about to begin, how do you see yourself moving through life? What are you giving? Maybe somebody comes up and joins you on that stage. Are you offering them some unique insight for their business or their home or their relationships? Or perhaps you're sharing on a more heart-centered level of connecting with what it is they struggle with as human beings. Maybe this is a volunteer opportunity for you in your life. See yourself in that reality. Our mind, the way our brain works, is when we visualize, we experience and strengthen those neurological patterns to be stronger in our awakened life as we're moving through day to day, our reality. So really hone in on this visualization. See yourself in true connection with that purpose. See yourself interacting, and all of the support and the wisdom and the fans in your life who are lifting you up, witnessing this for you as well, collectively visualizing this. And with that hand that's over your lower belly, feel the excitement of your inner child, feel the excitement of your playfulness and creativity bursting all the way up the body with this bright, bright orange energy. So excited to be able to play in life rather than just suffer through it. Really allowing that inner child to enjoy the full self-expression of this new moon in Leo and stepping into this true purpose that you are now visualizing. And then feel the energy of that, what's underneath that other hand in the solar plexus with this fire energy, this purpose, this motivation, this drive, this creative transformational force of fire beginning to, like a golden ray of sunshine going up and down the chakra system, awakening every cell in your body with this bright, radiant sunshine. This confidence of knowing exactly where you are as being perfect. Every single moment in your life has prepared you for this. Feel it fully. And then now connecting with the life and the day-to-day that you are in now, in your reality. How can you see allowing a path, not like you're carving the whole thing yourself. It's a co-creation with those around you, not just you doing it on your own. How can you invite in the wisdom of that God energy, that source energy, that guidance, even the synchronicities in life that come into our life and we go, oh my gosh, that was a sign. How can you allow that in your day-to-day now? And those of you with pen and paper, if you want to deviate from visualizing and just start writing a few things down of how can you make specific changes in your life today, and especially with the energy of this new moon in Leo and the new energy and the radiance of summer over the next 4 weeks to make real changes in your life. Not like change like, change, I got a burden of how I have to do something differently. But change is like an exciting shift, a new opportunity, a new beginning. Write a few things down. And if you need to take another whiff of your patchouli, if you need more motivation and you're kind of like losing focus, just waft it underneath your nose. Or if you feel like, gosh, I have all these great ideas, but I want them to be rooted in the here and now and not overwork myself or over distract myself with all these other things I'm capable of doing, then grab that Vetiver. So keep writing down all of these little shifts that you could make. Perhaps it's something you can do every morning to charge yourself, or connecting with these visualizations that I'm putting out once a week at least for you guys. Sometimes I do it more than once a week because especially the Leo energy and this new moon today. Or maybe it's drinking 3 liters of water a day to flush your system of all the toxicity that we consume, especially in the cities, guys, especially in the cities. So maybe that's the thing you can do. But what I don't want you to miss in writing things down is what can you do to truly connect with the purpose of why you're here? If money didn't matter and you could commit your work to truly offering your true purpose to the world, what would that look like? And I know it feels sometimes for those of you who are now in jobs or livelihoods where you feel, and those of you struggling with very significant things in your life, that this seems so far away, but the truth is that miracles can happen at any time. There's so many wonderful stories of people who have come from very, very little or been at rock bottom, and they have faith and they listen to those signs. And when they meet somebody, they make a request to have them help them in some way. So anything can change. Today is the first day of the rest of your life, and anything can change. Moment to moment, every single moment is a chance to turn it around and to create a new reality. So what is it that you can do? Maybe you're visualizing every day this reality that you're creating in your future, that you're stepping into. All right, you got a couple things written down. Now I want you to circle just 3 of those things that you've written down that would make the most difference of reconnecting you with your true path, with your true purpose. Maybe you go volunteer somewhere that you want to eventually be paid at, or you take somebody out to lunch, or you ask somebody if they will connect with you and give you some very needed advice about how they got where they are now. Maybe it's time to just create a daily prayer or a meditative practice of you connecting and having faith in God, in source energy, in things unfolding beautifully. Okay, you circled 3. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You guys are doing great. All right, so in this week ahead, You have 4 weeks of this energy coming ahead. I want in this week ahead to at least address one of those things you circled. This coming Saturday and every Saturday, what I'm doing is a visualization just to keep us going in alignment with purpose, keep us motivated. So if you want to join me on Saturday mornings, or sometimes if I have a conflict, I'll put it on early, but you can always check in on Saturday to connect with your purpose, to connect with what it is, and taking those steps towards really creating a life and living a life that you love. Because guys, life is short. Life is such a gift. And if we're not living that and really enjoying that today, then we're wasting it. So let's not waste that gift. It's a slap in the face to our Creator. It's a slap in the face to others that we know that we're going to be helping with what it is we're here to do. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me this morning. And if you've got that wild orange, let's complete with just a little bit of that. So placing it on your hands and breathing that in. And now that wild orange is going to mix with that other oil that you chose this morning to really motivate you and get you moving, or to ground that fire for you. So they're now mixed together, which is a really beautiful blend. And you can even put it in your diffuser today and for the week ahead to keep you motivated, to keep you connected with that Leo energy. It smells so good. It smells so good. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. It's such a pleasure to be with you. And those of you who were on the retreat, the horse and yoga retreat last weekend, thank you so much. Love all of you. Alex the Medium, thanks for joining me. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing all of you who are joining this morning. If you don't know Alex the Medium, you got to check this guy out. All right, love you all. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you next time. All right, bye.